The planning fallacy. What is planning fallacy? The planning fallacy is the inclination to be positive about how long it will take to perform an assignment in the future, even though people are aware that in the past a similar task took more time than was planned in the same place. What is the reason? The supposition is that people tend to forget that in the past there were other factors that affect the performance. Another factor is that people do not remember all the components involved in a certain task. When they are planning, people are not focused on what they are doing, and people choose to ignore other similar tasks they took in the past. Also, there are two main errors at the time inaccurate predictions happen. First, people ignore the time of past similar assignments based solely on positivism. Second, even though people are aware that there are always disruptions when performing tasks, they fail to address them properly. Likewise, Kahneman and Tabernsky suggest that there are two main cores of information that a person can utilize to make a prediction: singular and distributional. Singular information proposes people must only think about the task and how they are going to make it, while distributional information considers the past completion times of past similar tasks. In addition, Hines examines how long it will take another person to complete an assignment. In the study, Hines measured different levels of expertise, including a novice performing either a cell phone task or a Lego toy task. Following this, participants with more experience underestimate novices finishing the assignment by 41% for the cell phone task and 14% for the Lego toy task. At the end, the participants who showed more experience in these fields were the ones who appeared to underestimate the most other participants. Memory bias. Following this, past duration memories can be separated in two categories: memory for when a memory was completed, and memory for how much time performing a task. Roy et al. Suggests that people do not necessarily ignore memory, but they rely on incorrect or inaccurate memory. So they are biased to choose the wrong memory. Correcting memories of past task duration tend to improve people's task. It is necessary to correct biased memories. People tend to choose the assignments that was made in time, ignoring all the other ones where they struggle. Say they have memory bias and struggle while performing a new task. According to my study, it will work with this. I was planning to, you know, to clean a little bit, but this is a stress from work. This is a stress from school. This is a social life. According to my study, the planning fallacy, we procrastinate on certain things because we don't properly choose memory. This is all factors outside us. This is our mind. Let's start by adding some bad memories in here. In the study, as I said before, we're supposed to choose memories. We tend to get the wrong ones. That's why when we procrastinate on our task, we delay things because we always believe that we will finish on time because this tiny part in here. This is a good job that I did. I will say, what class? Well, I would say sociology. Yeah, I like sociology. Let's put some in here. So I tend to associate all my jobs with this tiny part and I forget about all of this stuff and all about these stressors as well. Conclusion: it is necessary to track memories and learn to correct bias to have more accurate performance in an assignment. The planning fallacy suggests that people do not properly take into consideration time when planning a task because they feel confident that they will finish in time, even though past experience indicate the contrary. So, to correct the planning fallacy, it is required to consider not only the time to complete an assignment but to contemplate other factors such as stress or work. Thank you. Stay productive, stay focused, and keep planning every day. Finally, here are my references.